Hi Pisces, my name's Jason. Thanks for visiting my channel. Thanks especially if you are revisiting my channel. This is your mid-November reading for 2018. It's a general reading, so it could be a bit of love, could be a bit of career, could be all of one or the other, mixture of them. We'll see how we go. I'm giving the cards a pretty good shuffle. We can get straight into it. Okay, you go into this period, the second half of November, Pisces, with the Magician card. Okay, so you should be feeling pretty confident at the moment that you've got all the tools you need to achieve whatever you want. Okay, so have a look at this Magician here. Okay, he's bringing from the sky down to the earth. Look at that, he's up as above, so below. He's got all those tools on the table he needs: the cups, the pentacle, the wand, the sword, everything he needs to make things work. Okay, work seems to be the operative word there. Even though the Magician does have all these resources available to them, they need to put the work in, and it looks like you're prepared to do that this period, Pisces. So it's looking really good. What a great way to start your reading, with going in with a can-do attitude to something. So whatever it is, you can do it, and you can manifest absolutely anything you want just by calling the right people, hitting the right buttons, painting the right colors. I think you if that's resonating for you. Okay, your challenge is the World card. Okay, so your challenge for the second half of November, Pisces, is to realize that you are protected. Have a look at this dancer here. She is inside that wreath around her, protected from all those outside influences, and she's happy to be vulnerable. She's happy to be just herself. Look at that, not self-conscious at all. What a great way to start. So that's your challenge, is to realize that you are protected. Okay, you might be feeling as though there's some blockages there for you, or there some things working against you. Okay, but I'm really feeling that this is a chance for you to take this new realization that you have about yourself. So you've just learned something about something that you're good at, something that you've just discovered a talent, or you've just realized, far out, I'm really good at this or that. Okay, and you want to now use that. Okay, use the confidence that gives you to succeed in whatever it is. So you've got the Magician here, fantastic. The World card here for your challenge. Let's have a look here. Okay, you've got another major arcana here. This is your fears. Okay, so you have the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant generally represents large institutions, so perhaps a school or a hospital, some kind of government issue you might be dealing with at the moment, and you might be feeling that they might be putting a spanner in your work. So if you've been dealing with the government, some kind of large organisation which has lots of rules, try to overcome that fear. You're protected. Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about those later, but it looks like you're fairly protected. Don't worry about this. This could also be some kind of religious organisation, or not so much an organisation, but a doctrine. You might have to contend with or persuade someone, a religious organisation, or someone with a certain religious view, or a view which comes from religion, or an old-fashioned view, and you might have to break down that barrier somehow, okay, to show this new world you here. Okay, that's what you want to do. You want to try and show yourself as this free spirit. Look at her, not a worry in the world. Okay, this person here could be a bit of a stick in the mud, maybe, but look, you've got three major arcana off the bat. Okay, your best attitude to take for the month of the second half of November: the Ace of Wands. Okay, so there is a new start coming, or you can make the new start now. So you have, remember, as the Magician, the ability to manifest absolutely anything you want if you use these tools the right way. Release past things that don't which get in your way, which block you, okay? And you can manifest this, okay? You can make a start. It could be a brand new business or a brand new song if you're a musician, or a brand new something around the house, okay? Because it's a wand, it represents starting something, like really starting something, and it quite often comes as like a spark of inspiration. And this is a perfect time for you to do it while you've got this real magician kind of energy about you. But we'll talk about that. We'll see if we can clarify that a little later. The results at the end of November towards December, you have the Empress. Okay, so you will be feeling again very accomplished, and you'll be going from strength to strength here, Pisces. This is looking like a really excellent period for you. Okay, going into the Christmas season, you could be starting up some new projects. If you might be knowing someone who's going to have a child, or if you've been trying to have a child, you could be getting some good news there. Again, I'm seeing the birth of new projects here. So look, you have 4 major arcana and the Ace of Wands. This could be a real life-changing period for you, Pisces. Wow. Okay, so let's have a look at this challenge here. Let's narrow this down. What is this World card here for Pisces? Please clarify the World card. Can we sort of get a little more detail, something more specific for Pisces? Why is the World card here in the challenge position? What does Pisces need to overcome or achieve? Okay, the 2 of Wands. You probably have to make a decision, okay, and it's a far-sighted decision. Look at this person here. You're coming from a position of strength, okay? Look at, this is a well-dressed person, and they're overlooking their kingdom, if you like. The world is in their hands. See, he's actually got a globe in his hand, and he's thinking, planning, he's just about decided what he's going to do. And what he's going to do here is find, and he's deciding actually if his passion matches the reality. If you look at the flowers down there on the left-hand side of the card, one is a rose and one is a lily. The rose represents the passion, and the lily is representing the more objective reality side of things. And what you seem to be doing here is asking yourself if this new direction which is open to you matches your passion and it's realistic. Okay, so, but you're coming from a position of strength. So this is a really hopeful card, and it looks like you're just about to embark on something really life-changing. Okay, what might that be about? Let's have a look. Let's see, I'll pick something up soon. But definitely you're in a good position in your life, in your current frame, where you can afford to look out from a safe position and take your bearings. And then I'm pretty sure it looks like you're thinking about going out and taking a risk. What is this risk that you're being encouraged to take? Okay. Is there a relationship that you are really looking forward to? If it is, it's looking like, yes, you are being encouraged to really make that choice to follow it and chase it up. It could be a great start with all these major arcana, this self-assurance that you have here for the second half of November. It's a choice here that you can make. The lovers represent a choice. It's another major arcana. If it's not about a love situation, it is about a choice that you need to make, and it's about the choice that you're passionate about and that it suits your path, okay? And it looks like that's what you're doing here. So you've got both of these cards here, and they ask you to consider, does this choice I'm making consider my path? Does it fit with my true path? Okay, so that's your challenge here. It looks like you really need to, you'll be really deciding for yourself there, what is this path for, and is it for you? Let me see if I can get Can I be more specific here? I'm sorry, I'm not picking up anything more specific at the moment. I'll just keep going here because it's really intriguing. This major arcana here, far out. Okay. Why the Lovers card here, the World card, and the Two of Wands in the challenge position for Pisces. Sometimes the cards just don't come out. Here we go. Oh, the Moon. Okay, so it looks like whatever this is, it's going to, whatever this challenge is, this choice that you're going to have to make, or this relationship you might have to delve into, there are a lot of unknowns in there. Okay, sometimes the Moon can represent deception, but I'm not seeing that at all. What I'm seeing is a personal evolution, a coming out. If you have a look at that crab there, that lobster, coming out of the deep dark water and evolving onto the land. And this could be a good time to do it. So perhaps you've seen an opportunity recently where someone is not watching. Have you been watched by someone, or something stopping you from making a certain decision, and looks like someone's let down their guard, or someone's out of town, or they're distracted by something, and it's allowing you to make a decision which is going to allow you to grow and evolve as a person. See those two dogs there, how they're howling at the Moon? They're distracted. They're not watching this lobster here. So now's his chance to move. So you're feeling protected, remember. So something about personal evolution and growth. So maybe it is about taking the leap and really just asking that person out, or taking some relationship to the next level. And I'm not getting any more from that. That's what it's looking like there anyway. So you're really being encouraged there to go to the unknown, and you'll be rewarded with some kind of personal growth, some real spiritual evolution happening there. Okay, with the Moon card. The Moon card generally represents to me some kind of spiritual evolution, some kind of growth that you go through. Now the Hierophant, this is in your fears here, so I'm thinking now that this could be a love issue, and there might have been a blockage about someone. You want to do something non-traditional, and there might be some traditional people or a traditional organisation in the way. So perhaps there's a mixture of two different religions or two different cultural backgrounds, and there could be some family interference there, or someone in the family is not happy based on some kind of cultural background, or someone doesn't trust another person, a person that you're involved with, or vice versa, something like that. So why is a Hierophant here? Have a look at the Hierophant. Why is a Hierophant here in Pisces fears? I'm hoping something will pop out, but it's not going to. It will choose me soon. There we go. All right, so we have the Eight of Swords. So you're feeling like you're almost trapped by these kind of laws here, the doctrine that the Hierophant represents, and you're feeling a bit trapped by that. But I think this is not insurmountable. If you have a look at this Eight of Swords energy, she can just loosen off those binds. They're not very tight, or she can just lean up against one of those swords, cut those binds, take off the blindfold so she can see truly what's happening here. It will be part of the evolution we're talking about here. Remember, if you can cut these bonds, okay, these binds, then you'll be able to reach this. You have this opportunity for spiritual evolution or personal growth. Okay, that's what it's saying there to me. Okay, so sometimes people, it feels like they might be interfering a little bit, and it might be up to you now to come to a stage and put your foot down and say, well, no, I'm in charge of my life. I'll do things the way I think I need to do them. That is, if you're an adult. Okay, if you're a bit younger than that, then of course you do what your capable and respectable superiors and adults, parents, advise you to do, all right? Let's have a look. Why is this Ace of Wands here in the best attitude position? Ace of Wands. Best attitude to take for Pisces is to watch out for this opportunity which is offered from the universe, this Ace of Wands. And that's clarified with, okay, the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is a card of communication. So the best attitude is to be open with your communication, honest with your communication, and I'm also getting frequent communication. So there's an opportunity here to break the ice or break down the barriers with someone that might have been there for a while. Now is a good time for a new beginning. Okay, so the Ace of Wands talks about an opportunity for a new beginning, and it's going to come through the way you communicate. Okay, so could be emailing, texting. Maybe if the emailing and the texting has been a little cold or cool, then take it to the next level and actually speak to someone in person, and I think they'll really appreciate this gesture that you're making. It'll show that you've grown a little bit, or that you are willing to bury the hatchet and move forward with things. So I think it's a really productive and optimistic card. The best attitude to take if you want this new beginning in a relationship, whether it's been strained for a while, perhaps there hasn't been much communication, or the communication has been a little sort of unclear. This card's asking you to really make the most of the ability to communicate. Take that opportunity to communicate and heal those wounds. Okay, there's obviously some wounds there somewhere from way back. Now's a perfect time to do it. Okay, and the outcome for November, the Empress. Okay, so the Empress talks to me of fertility. She talks to me of strong intuition. She reminds me of like the Queen of Queens. She's got it all together. She's intuitive, she's sexy, she's fertile, she's stable, and she's there, and she facilitates new growth, whether it's, as I say, children, or whether it's new projects or something. When we say pregnant, sometimes I think of the Empress as pregnant with possibilities. Okay, so the end of this month, if you've taken advantage of these opportunities that you've got, and you've really opened up your communication, and there are a lot of avenues which will be available for you. Now, have a look here how I'm seeing that you've got the Empress sitting there, and next to her, by her side, is the Venus sign for females, and you see that's separate from her. So she's put that down beside her for now, and she's trying to separate her emotion from her objective means. So this is a good time, by the looks of it, to think of something with your mind, rather than, or even with your heart, but not so much emotion. Try and take emotion out of it, and your previous fears out of things, and maybe difficulties you've had in a relationship, and just go look at the facts and say, well, okay, look, it's time I moved on and released whatever is burdening me in this relationship. I'm not thinking of a love relationship here now. I'm thinking if it is a relationship, it's a relationship with an ex, and you're being encouraged now to at least communicate, especially if there are children involved. There's enough water going under the bridge now that really, if you've got children together, there's a bond there which shouldn't really be broken. And I'm thinking, I see these people have been married for 10 years, had kids, and they just never talk to each other ever again. That's so destructive, and I've never quite got that special bond. But anyway, that's what I'm getting there. I'm getting that this is a perfect time to heal any old wounds. So Pisces, that's your reading for the second half of November. I hope it resonates somehow. Please like and comment if it does, and please subscribe. And I hope to talk to you in a couple of weeks'